I feel like most of us at some point just had fun drawing whatever the fuck they wanted. You'll see a few drawings behind me. Those were a few years ago. They're pretty fun. But what the worst part about drawing is, if you want to truly bring it to life, you need to color it. And might I say, coloring is the worst fucking thing ever. It is an absolute pain because because it's so much more area. Sure, you get to go all new with it, just go absolute hog wild, hammer down whatever the fuck you want to do, but it's not fun. It's pretty painful, and you need to get it pretty right. It's not as easy as drawing, in my opinion. Potentially, it can actually be really hard, which sounds ridiculous. Coloring is cringe, and I plan to do art when I'm older. Potentially, I mainly want to do YouTube, but that's unrealistic, so I'm aiming for art or comedy, but I'm not sure if I'm even funny at all. And I mean that. I don't know if I'm actually funny. So you'll see a whole bunch of fucking color pencils down here. This is because I've been coloring. There's also my phone. That's fun. So I've been having a lot of trouble coloring. This is physical coloring. I do digital. Digital is a lot easier because there's a bucket tool, but also harder if you're not using the bucket tool, which you can't always use the bucket tool. So like without the bucket tool, it can be really hard. It's hard, seriously. So I've been doing a drawing recently. It's this. And might I say, I'm convinced that coloring doesn't work. So what my cousin advised me was color in one direction, and I see what this vision is. But it doesn't look right. I don't know if you guys can tell, it does not look right. It doesn't look right at all. Either I need to print a new one and color it again and make it look the same and then have it do nothing, or just stick with it because it doesn't look right. It's gonna go on the wall. It's gonna be like my most recent wall art. But man, if you're wondering what it is, it's obviously pony shit. Because of course it is. What else? What else the fuck would it be? Everyone's cringing right now, and everyone clicked off the video as soon as they saw that drawing. Anyways, I think another thing that's annoying is the fucking sharpening. Give me a second. It's this specific color pencil that caused me a lot of pain earlier today. This thing used to be a lot longer. It used to be more like a full color pencil. Sharpening it was painful. Now, a lot of that had to do with the fact that the inside graphite was already pretty fucked up apparently. I didn't drop it or anything, but apparently it was pretty banged up inside. It was all broken to pieces. You see the sharpener? It's all this one. You see that rubbish bin down there? I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Right there. It's full. It's full of the shavings. Okay, not full, of course, but like there's a lot of shavings inside. I'm convinced coloring doesn't work and is also too much work for what it's worth. Is it worth it in the end? Of course, because you get your fun little creation, no matter how hideous it is. But hey, also you'll notice that it's still pretty broken. I had to get a nice one. Let's see if we can rip it off. Oh, I actually think I hit a stable point. It's not ripping off easily. Yeah, I'm pulling it. I promise. Like if I wanted to prove my point, I'd pull it off. Well, that's nice, I guess. I mean, you got some really good pencils like this one. Look at this. This is the nicest pencil ever. I feel like I hope you guys can relate to this because coloring is a bitch.